Kentucky teacher's aide admits to having sex with numerous teenagers and bribing them with alcohol. We've seen this before. This is when you did that first video, the Wango Tango episode. There were several of them, if I'm not mistaken, where the teachers were using alcohol to ply their young prey.
But here's the thing, you don't, for young boys, you don't even need that.
No, I know, but it helps.
Pizza and like a Coca-Cola is good enough.
While I understand that, there's the mystique of alcohol.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And
I myself, I was never into alcohol when I was a kid.
Neither. I didn't really drink until I joined the Army, to be honest. And then at battalion barbecues and stuff and company barbecues,
Yeah.
you were so fried that you were like, give me a fucking beer.
Yeah. No. I didn't really, I mean, my 21st birthday, I got hammered. And then, you know, once I grew up, I guess, once I turned 21, I had, no, I used to go to the bar and sneak in there and drink, and I'd black out and stuff.
Really?
I did not handle my booze well as a youth.
I come from a really big family, and I had great uncles that when you were like, by the time you could walk, basically, here, kid, take a sip of my beer. So, I mean, by like 4, I know what beer tastes like, and it kind of killed all of the mystery for me. I didn't go to keggers or anything like that when I was a teenager.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit about that.
And I was just like, whatever. I didn't ever go through that phase. But once you join the Army and you get in there, and there were some moments where like you really seriously needed that fucking beer.
I know. I remember my mom caught me drinking one of her beers.
Yeah.
She comes down and I'm like hiding it. She saw it, but she was really nonchalant about it. As she's walking out, she goes, "You could bring a beer up to me in my bed." I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm totally." I was like 16.
Oh my god!
But
I left home at 16, so. A former Kentucky teacher aide admitted she had sex relations with numerous teenage boys while working at an elementary school.
Oh my god!
Ellen Phillips pleaded guilty in federal court in Lexington to attempted online enticement of a minor to engage in misconduct.
See, they don't call it. They should call it what it is.
Well, I'm not going to say this on YouTube.
No, you can't say it on YouTube. I got you. All right.
Because it will cause problems, because YouTube isn't smart enough to know that we're actually reading an actual newspaper article.
Correct.
And they hate you anyway. I swear to God, you've got an actual physical enemy there at YouTube. I think you've got an actual, real, live, blue-haired, snaggle-toothed, multi-sexual hate fan.
Tackle box face?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, that looks like tackle. Her victims were boys between the ages of 14 and 16 and from Boyle and Garrett counties in Kentucky. And she would sometimes have multiple boys at the same time.
Wow.
We're way past she's making bad decisions here. This is a predator.
It's a snot worm pile.
Oh God.
God.
No. No. Bad pop. Bad. No.
I'm on fire tonight. I don't know. I can't help it.
No, bad. Oh God, I'm scarred.
What are you gonna do, man?
What the ass? She's facing a maximum sentence of life in prison. Good. Good. Finally, a reasonable sentence. As part of her plea deal, Phillips, who formerly went by Ellen Shell, admitted specifically to trying to convince a 15-year-old boy to sneak out of his house to meet up for some living.
So wait, what is her name? Phillips?
Hang
Philip
on, we're about
Holes.
Stop it. She messaged the victim on Facebook and repeatedly tried to get him out of his house. When the boy told her that he could not leave, she offered him alcohol and some Snot if he could sneak out.
Yep. And look at her arm. So she's starting to get roomy.
Dude.
Huh.
That's like bad.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, I don't want to do that.
So I'd give her a 4.
That I mean, I would write a number on a piece of paper that said 4 on it, but that's all she'd ever get from me. That isn't even end of the night, 6 shots of whiskey, stumbling out after they flip the lights on, out behind the dumpster and leave it there material.
I mean, that actually looks like one of the full Germans I used to mess with in Fort Lewis. That's about as roomy as they got for me.
Yeah, but look at her though.
I know, but people don't understand. The full German of 1990 and the full German of 2025 is the difference between a 1976 Corvette with really good curves and a refrigerator with a watermelon on top for a head.
With a watermelon on top.
I'm serious.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. A refrigerator.
It's like when they say roomy, they take up the whole room.
Was she big through the hips or roomy?
Was she kind of roomy? Yep.
Silence of the Lambs. What a great movie.
That one guy who played the serial killer in that movie,
Buffalo Bill. Yeah.
Could not watch some of his shows after that because I was so scarred by how well he played that character. I'd see him on the show. Nope, can't watch it. Fuck that guy. I got over it eventually.
Buffalo Billitis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to our charming little debutante here. Phillips of Danville even offered him excuses that he could tell his mother as to why he had to leave the house. Why is she... I mean, she could reasonably go find a halfway decent looking guy if that's all she wanted.
But that's
at, like,
they
any bar in town.
They are broken. The women are broken.
Yeah, she's a serious predator. She would communicate with her other victims through Snapchat, Facebook, and text messages to meet up with them for inappropriate actions. One of the victims' mothers, who wished to remain anonymous, told Fox 56 that she went to high school with Phillips and that her children grew up together. Ooh. These boys are not aware of the laws that protect them and would not come forward because they thought they would be in trouble. Her son told her that she brought them alcohol 3 or 4 times. I can't wrap my mind around this woman who's speaking. Went to high school with the teacher, and their kids grew up together, which means the teacher had kids.
Yeah. So hang on. So she can't wrap her mind around that. But her friend who she went to high school with who did that had no problem wrapping her legs around them.
More than one boy at a time.
Yeah. The Snot Worm pile.
I don't like you saying that. Don't say that. Stop saying that.
It's scarring, isn't it?
Stop or I'll mute you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't want to like lay in bed and tremble all night at the thought of that imagery. Her son told her that she brought him alcohol like 3 or 4 times. Wait, so the teacher is banging the kid of the woman that she went to high school with. She's banging her friend's kid.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
That is a whole new level of twisted.
Yeah. That's more than a whole new level of twisted. Yeah.
She was finally arrested in April of 2023 when 2 minors came forward saying that she had raped them on 3 separate occasions between July and August 2022 when they were both 16. Originally charged in state court, where she still faces multiple charges of 3rd-degree sodomy and 3rd-degree rape. And what is going on?
You got to say, you don't say the R word.
I'm just appalled. I'm reading this case and I'm just appalled.
But this is what you get when you have women starting to have sex when they're like 12, 13 years old.
Yeah, and they're wrecked by the time they're 16, 17 years old.
Yeah, because once they go over 5, your chances of staying in a long-term relationship going like with the
Yeah.
30, 40 percentile.
Mhm.
You go over 10, you drop into like the 20s.
Yeah.
You go over 15, you're in like the single digits.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the meat caser box.